I'll speak about Modi's diplomacy and India's evolving trade route, counter China's Belt and Road Initiative and secure strategic alliances. The Chawar port provides India with direct access to Afghanistan and Central Asia. Namaskar friends, myself Deepak Kumar Rath. I welcome you to the digital media of Uday India and in Bhartiyata Ka Sankanat today. I'll speak about Modi's diplomacy and India's evolving trade routes and how it has become a gateway to global economic power. As you know, that in the last decade, under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, India has redefined its position on the global stage. And understanding that geopolitics is increasingly driven by economic strategy and global trade, the Modi government focused on expanding India's influence by developing key trade routes. Modi's diplomatic efforts or Modi diplomacy has focused on creating new pathways to global markets, facilitating the flow of goods, services and wealth. Central to this strategy is the development of new trade routes that directly contribute to India's international trade, ensuring India's rise as a global economic powerhouse. And these initiatives have also drawn the attention of major world powers like US, Russia, both of whom see India's expanding network as a strategic asset. And the vision behind India's trade route strategy, India's new trade route strategy is not simply about improving transportation logistics. It is a sophisticated geopolitical maneuver to enhance India's global trade reach, counter China's Belt and Road Initiative and secure strategic alliances. Trade routes are instruments of economic connectivity, but they are also avenues through which India can project power, influence regional politics and solidify its role as a crucial economic hub. Modi's government has worked on multiple fronts to ensure India's integration into both regional and global trade networks, ensuring that India can effectively engage with rapidly expanding markets. Key trade routes developed by Modi's government are like number 1, the International North-South Transport Corridor INSTC. The INSTC, it's a 7,200 kilometer multimodal transportation network linking India with Iran, Central Asia and Russia, stands as a flagship project under Modi diplomacy. The INSTC connects the Indian Ocean with Caspian Sea via Iran, allowing Indian goods to reach Europe and Central Asia without depending on traditional routes like the Suez Canal. And now I will speak the benefits to India. The INSTC offers India direct access to Central Asian markets and a faster route to Europe, reducing transportation time by 40%, and this boosts the competitiveness of India's exports while enhancing trade relations with Central Asian countries rich in energy resources. If you see the global impact for Russia, the INSTC offers an alternative trade route to bypass Western sanctions, making India a key partner in circumventing the Western dominated maritime routes. India also benefits as it becomes a strategic logistical hub despite facing sanctions. This trade corridor thus enhances India's geopolitical leverage. Chawar port in Iran, located on Iran's southeastern coast, the Chawar port provides India with direct access to Afghanistan and Central Asia while bypassing Pakistan, and it's a critical counter to China's Gwadar port in Pakistan and plays an essential role in Modi's strategy to enhance India's influence in the region. If you see the benefits of India, then Chawar allows India to bypass Pakistan, facilitating trade with Afghanistan and Central Asia. It enhances India's energy security by providing an important route for oil and gas imports from Iran and Central Asia. And if you see the global interest, then the USA has granted India an exemption from sanctions on Iran specifically for Chawar, demonstrating the strategic importance of the port. And the route serves as a vital link for USA's plan in Afghanistan and a counterbalance to India's presence in the region through its BRI. The India-Myanmar-Thailand trilateral have a part of India's Act East policy, and this policy is a 1,360 km road that aims to connect India's northeastern states to Myanmar and Thailand, fostering close trade ties with Southeast Asia. The highway enhances India's ability to trade with Asian nations, some of the fastest growing economies in the world. And if you see the benefits to India, then the highway provides a direct land route to Southeast Asia, increasing India's exports to these rapidly expanding markets, and the projects also integrates India's northeastern region, helping these states become part of global supply chains. If you see the global impact, then we can say that the highway offers an alternative to China's infrastructure dominance in the region, countering Beijing's influence in Southeast Asia. And by facilitating India's economic presence in the region, the highway strengthens regional ties and expands India's geopolitical influence. The Indo-Pacific trade routes, India's emphasis on the Indo-Pacific as a strategic region has led to increased focus on maritime trade routes spanning from eastern coast of Africa to Pacific Islands. Modi's Indo-Pacific strategy seeks to enhance trade through secure sea lanes and strengthen economic ties with Southeast Asia, East Asia and Oceania. Again, if you will see the benefits of India, these routes bolster India's exports, fast-growing economies like Vietnam, Philippines and Japan, while also enhancing energy security by providing access to Southeast Asia natural resources. And if you see the global interest, then USA is particularly invested in the Indo-Pacific trade routes as part of its strategy to counter China's dominance in the region, and by working with India to secure these routes, the USA helps maintain freedom of navigation vital for international trade. The India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor (IMEC) that launched at 2023 G20 summit in New Delhi, the IMEC aims to connect India with Europe via Middle East, creating a new trade route that bypasses Suez Canal, and this economic corridor will significantly reduce shipping costs and time for goods traveling between India and Middle East and Europe. And if we will see benefits to India, then IMEC provides direct access to European markets, allowing Indian goods to reach Europe faster and at a lower cost. The corridor also enhances India's ties with the Middle East, a crucial region for energy imports. And if you see the global impact, then you can see the IMEC alliance with Russia's ambition to diversify its trade routes, while the USA views it as a necessary counterbalance to China's BRI. The IMEC enhances India's standing as a critical link between Europe and Asia. The BIMSTC, Bay of Bengal Initiatives for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation, an international organization involving countries in South Asia and Southeast Asia, focuses on promoting regional connectivity through trade and infrastructure development. As a member, India has been instrumental in pushing for stronger ties among BIM STEC nations to create a seamless regional market. And again, if we will see the benefits for India, then BIM STEC provides India with access to neighboring markets, enhancing trade within South Asia and Southeast Asia. It also helps in integrating India's northeastern region with Southeast Asia through enhanced connectivity projects. Again, if we will see its global impact, then BIM STEC serves as a counterweight to SAARC that has seen limited progress due to tensions between India and Pakistan. Through BIM STEC, India strengthens its ties with smaller South Asian and Southeast Asian nations, reducing China's influence in the Bay of Bengal. We will see the strategic benefits for India. Then by countering China's influence by developing alternative trade routes, India offers nations in South Asia, Central Asia and Southeast Asia new options that reduce dependence on China's Belt and Road initiatives. India's involvement in BIM STEC and INSTC and the Indo-Pacific corridors helps build a network of nations looking for alternative partnerships beyond China. And how boosting economic growth. India's new trade routes will enable the faster, cheaper and more efficient flow of goods and services, and this will not only bolster India's domestic industries but also allow it to engage more robustly in global supply chains by accessing new markets through BIM STEC and the India-Myanmar-Thailand highway. India's export-driven sectors will thrive. And if you see, there will be enhancing global connectivity. The Narendra Modi government has focused on connectivity that positions India as a pivotal trade and logistics hub between Asia, Europe and Middle East. And through initiatives like BIM STEC and the IMEC, India is able to connect multiple regions, further integrating itself into global trade works. Increasing geopolitical leverage also. How it is possible? Because India's role in developing these trade routes has significantly increased its geopolitical clout. The USA and Russia both invested in the routes, have recognized India's central role in emerging multipolar world, and by fostering strong trade relationship and leveraging its strategic position, India strengthens its diplomatic ties and global standing. And if we will conclude, then one can say that under Prime Minister Modi's leadership, India has successfully developed a network of strategic trade routes that not only enhance its economic prospects but also position it as a global player in geopolitics. These routes spanning from Central Asia to Indo-Pacific are not merely infrastructure projects, they are pathways for India to exert influence, secure alliances and expand its global trade reach. Through initiatives like INSTC, Chhavar Port, BIM STEC and IMEC, India is at the forefront of a new global trade order. As great powers like US and Russia take note of these routes, India is poised to emerge as a crucial link in global trade, ensuring its rise as both the economic and geopolitical leader. That's all for today. Stay tuned with Uday India and subscribe to Uday India.